Rome, the eternal city. The city of gladiators, emperors, and tourists fighting for space in front of the Colosseum like it's an ancient-themed Coachella. But what if I told you there's another Rome? One without the selfie sticks, the long lines, or the aggressive gelato vendors shouting special price for you, when it's definitely not special. Welcome to Rome's hidden gems. The city's best-kept secrets, away from the crowds and filled with mystery, beauty, and just the right amount of weirdness. First up, we have a door. Yes, a door. But trust me, this is no ordinary door. This is the keyhole of the Knights of Malta, and what's behind it is something straight out of a magic trick. Peer through this tiny, unassuming keyhole, and, bam! You get a perfectly framed view of St. Peter's Basilica, sitting miles away in Vatican City. That's right, through one tiny peephole, you're technically looking at 3 different countries at once. The Sovereign Order of Malta, Italy, and the Vatican. If only international diplomacy were this easy. Nobody knows if this view was intentional or just a happy architectural accident, but one thing's for sure, it's free, it's mysterious, and it makes you feel like you're in on some kind of ancient Roman secret. Next, let's take a detour from Rome's typical ancient ruins and Renaissance grandeur and step into something that looks like it was designed by an architect on an espresso-fueled fever dream. Welcome to Quartiere Coppedè, Rome's most surreal, fairy tale-like neighborhood. This tiny district, tucked between busy, modern streets, is like stepping into an alternate Rome, where Gaudi met the brothers Grimm and they decided to throw in a little bit of Art Nouveau, some medieval castles, and an absurd number of frescoes for good measure. The highlight? The Fountain of the Frogs. Yes, frogs. This fountain is so bizarrely charming that even the Beatles once took a late-night dip in it after a concert in Rome. And if it's good enough for the Beatles, it's good enough for us. Now, if you're up for something a little more eerie, let's go underground, literally. Rome isn't just an open-air museum. It also has hundreds of kilometers of hidden tunnels beneath the city, once used as Christian burial grounds. Welcome to the Catacombs of Rome. Back in the day, when Christianity wasn't exactly trending with the Roman elite, early Christians had to find creative ways to bury their dead and practice their faith in secret. So they dug an underground labyrinth, because nothing says dedication like chiseling out miles of tunnels by hand. But it wasn't just a burial site, this was a place of worship, of survival, and even of hidden messages. Some of these frescoes and inscriptions are among the oldest depictions of Christian art in the world, and if you ever wondered where the famous fish symbol comes from, yep, it's down here. And before you ask, no, there are no skeletons down here anymore. They've all been moved, but the eerie silence? That's still very much included in your tour. And now, let's wrap things up with a place that literally lets you time travel through Rome's history. Welcome to San Clemente, also known as the church within a church within a church. Yes, it's a Russian doll of Roman history. At first glance, this looks like a beautiful 12th century basilica. Lovely, right? But hold on. Go downstairs, and suddenly, you're in a 4th century Christian church buried beneath it. Keep going, and you'll hit an ancient Roman temple from the 1st century AD. 3 layers, 3 different time periods, all stacked on top of each other like Rome's version of a historical lasagna. It's the ultimate archaeological jackpot, and proof that in Rome, the past isn't just preserved, it's literally built into the foundations of the city. So there you have it. Rome's hidden gems, a side of the city most tourists never see. Whether you're looking for a secret keyhole view, a fairy tale neighborhood, an underground maze of tombs, or a church with a serious identity crisis, Rome is full of surprises waiting to be discovered. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have an important date with a Roman cafe where the espresso is strong, the crowds are non-existent, and the history is, well, still everywhere. Explore Rome's hidden gems, because history is always more fun without the crowds.